Salt, shark, move!
All right, we're going to explain later all these commands, what these maneuvers are. But right now they're going to go through the motions and load up a live round. That does not mean a cannonball. Every time we use the cannonballs, it tends to agitate the cars down in the Miller cornfield and the statues. So we don't do that. So we're firing something deadly called peat moss. Okay? Peat moss. Wrapped in aluminum foil for safety. We're going to be firing by piece. That is one cannon at a time. Then midway through our show, we're going to fire by sections. That's 2 guns at a time. And stay for the ending. At the very end of our show, we're going to fire the whole battery at one time. And in between, I'll be talking a little bit about what we're shooting out here and how the battery's organized.
Ready! Ready!
Now, on the command ready, that's the kind that's time to protect your ears. Remember, open this mouth, catch gnats and smoke. You're going to get both.
I smell Harpo dead. Oh, God.
Fire by Pete! Gun 1! Fire! Gun 2! Fire! Fire! Gun 4! Fire!
We have a misfire on gun. Don't step in behind the wheel, gentlemen.
Primer's gone.
Yeah, but stay out behind the wheel.
I still smell Harpo dead.
The reason we don't want men and guns step in to check the primer is that the gun can roll back. And if it had a live round in it, I mean a cannonball, it could crush you. Now, the misfire drill, we have to wait 30 seconds before we step in and put in a new friction primer. This happened once before this morning. We had a misfire in our first show. For every 32 rounds of ammunition, they give you 50 friction primers. So they're telling you something, which we just got to demonstrate, which we don't like to demonstrate, which is the misfire drill. Everything has to be done over the wheel from the front. This is where the guy in front called number 2 earns his money. Because you can't reload it from the rear, reprime it from the rear, or the gun could roll backwards.
Ready? Fire!
Oh, we saved the loudest gun for last. And we're sending your smoke your direction.
I hope you follow him.
Now, our powder is wrapped, as I said before, in aluminum foil, so we don't have the powder problem bagged down there for safety reasons. Our modern compromise, we do not want to cloth down the barrel to protect our men.
Ready! Ready!
Okay, ready? We're getting ready for the real big bang. This will be 2 at a time, hopefully. They missed. We'll get them.
Fire right section! Right section! Fire! Left section! Fire!
See, no more Yankees. They're gone. Gunners look in the limber box to see the stuff up close and personal. The men love to talk to folks.
Hey, 600 yards!
All right, it's calling for case 600 yards. That's a pretty short fuse in my book. All right, that's where the last exploding round you can use before you get to canister. Because inside of 600 yards, you can't use case, and you can have to switch over to canister, which doesn't have a fuse, but is very deadly inside of 400 yards. The musket, its maximum range is about 300 yards. They prefer to shoot in, 150 to 100. Still pointing on number 1 gun.
Ready!
Okay, now it's going to be all guns together, hopefully. You would only use this really at the very, very end.
Battery! Fire by battery! Battery! Fire!
Well done, gentlemen. Nice echo, too. Now, it looks like we might have silenced the Yankees. All right, we're going to raise the rope in a moment as soon as the guns are secure. Anybody? All right, we have a misfire drill again. You get to see it twice a day. We have a misfire on number 2, which is the same one that misfired this morning. This morning we had there's a special tool for driving the friction primer. Let me borrow one again. Number 4. Let me borrow a friction primer again. I want to show you the little devil we're dealing with. It's a little cannon. It's a brass tube full of gunpowder. It has a wire. Hey, it worked.